All right, hey, Shalom, brothers from MenOfValor, South Carolina. On scene today at Memorial Park. So it's only right, to talk about the war drums beating, man. World War III, But before we get into it, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Giving double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Hey, like I said, it's MenOfValor, South Carolina. We're on set. Is this spot downtown called Memorial Park? Basically talking about all the wars that happened, the civil wars and stuff like that. But we're on the cusp of the big bang, man. The big shebang. That World War III is so pivotal because it's going to be the actual war. It's going to be the war to end all wars. All right, but it's also what makes it stand out is that Yahushua is going to make his return in the midst of it, and that's the most exciting thing, that we're waiting on Yahushua's return. So, let's hit.
I got one started off.
Okay.
Tell me what you want after this. Bring classic out.
Yep.
It's Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8.
That's right.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right. So there you go. All right. Hey, this is not the first time that prophets have been on the scene telling and broadcasting the downfall of a certain society or a certain kingdom, like the scriptures say, man. Right. And right now we're in the fullness of the eighth beast. All right, the revised Roman Empire. Okay, so this is basically, when you go into the scriptures, there's plenty of code names and nicknames for America or Babylon the Great. Okay, and a lot of them are old rulerships that have failed.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
Hey, look at the name Babylon the Great. Mystery. Babylon fell, right?
Yep.
But this Babylon is still going, and it's going to fall in likewise fashion, and even on a more grander scale, because the scriptures talk about, when you go into Jeremiah, I think it's the 16th chapter or something like that, the second Exodus. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's the second Exodus is gonna basically replace the first Exodus, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be in more grander fashion than the first Exodus, because the first Exodus we went through water, right? Yep. The second Exodus, the Lord's gonna bring us through fire. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't had nothing else, let's get into it. Let's get the water for that pre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get up in that thing, yeah. Shoot that, yeah. Let's hit Joel 3 and 10.
Okay. I want to back you up real quick from what you were just talking about.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Yep. Hey, see? So, hey, Thawadi, how about some y'all shot? You know that it feels good when you read that again.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Yeah.
It's getting hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
As long as it ain't got nothing to eat, ain't nothing to
You can get right here.
Okay.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
That's right. So there you go. And we are in the land of the north. This is the northern hemisphere. Yeah. This is North America. Yeah. Okay? So it's not hard.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
That's right. But there's going to be a whole bunch of cleaning before we can go back to that land, because what? The valley of Yahushua. Okay, not only is Babylon the Great, it's a separate destruction. There's two major destructions that's going to happen when in the midst of World War III. All right, you're going to have the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka the Lake of Fire. All right, where the bulk of Israelites that's over here are going to perish, 2/3 to be exact. because the 2/3, like our apostles go into, that only applies to the Israelites over here in Babylon the Great. But also, like the brother just read, the Lord is going to deliver his elect from various parts of the earth, because you got the elect in Egypt right now.
Yep.
You got the elect in damn Russia.
Yep.
You got the elect in damn China right now. You know what I'm saying? You got Israelites that are spread out throughout all of these countries, but the Lord is going to deliver his elect. But going back to that destruction, there's two main destructions that's going to happen. All right, the destruction of Babylon the Great and the destruction and the cleansing of our homeland. Because right. You know, when you go into it, the scriptures talk about the angel. I believe it's in the river Euphrates, holding back the winds of destruction. The four winds, the four angels holding back the winds of destruction. Yep. Yeah, we'll probably get that later. But yeah, so that tells you right there that there's a separate type of the destruction that the Lord has, and that's over there in our homeland, and He has to cleanse it up, because He said He's going to take us. He's going to put us back in our homeland. That's right. We can't go over there right now. It's defiled.
And like the brother was getting into, this deliverance, all right, is going to surpass, going to trump the deliverance that we had in the time of Egypt. All right, and you know this is going to be a great deliverance, because we still celebrate that deliverance out of Egypt, man, during which is known the Passover.
That's right, bro.
All right, so this deliverance is going to trump the Passover, and this is the one. This deliverance is the one. We're going to hold the Passover in the kingdom too,
of course.
But this one is going to be the new Passover, man. It's going to be big. Yeah, it's going to be bigger than the Passover, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And we just read it, so and brother's not making stuff up. But yeah, let's go ahead. Look at that.
I got that Joel. Okay, Con. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, and I start at verse 10. They built up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money.
Yeah, so hey, you got people taking that bag, man.
Oh, Salakia, bro.
Yeah, Joel 3:10. I thought you started.
Yeah, but it say Joel.
Yeah. Oh shit, Joel.
It say Michael.
Yeah, you missing a page. Cause you was just in Joel. It's Joel.
Yeah, that wasn't it, but
yeah.
It said Joel at the top. So
I got it.
I got it. Yeah, the Joel 3:10. I started 9. Joel 3:9. Okay. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Yeah.
Prepare war.
Yep. And that's what we're doing. We're reclaiming this to the Gentiles, not only the other nations that are perpetually Gentiles. Okay, that means that they're non-Israelites, but you also have Gentiles that are Israelites right now that don't know they're Israelites, that keep, you know what I'm saying, that's the Lord is not looking at as an Israelite right now.
God, wake up the mighty men.
Yep.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
That's right. So hey, this is a proclamation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let them come up, man. So this is what the Lord is doing spiritually. You know, he's stirring the minds of these certain leaders of these nations, all right, and getting them ready for war, man.
Yep.
All right, what time in in America have you ever heard this much talks about ICBM, thermonuclear missiles? Okay, look what's happening with Iran and aka Persia. Okay, and look what's happening with the least of the flock, man. Okay, the small hats. All right. They're going at it right now, and Iran said, "Let the weak say I'm strong." Iran said that they're gonna attack, Israel, and they waited a whole week, and they said that was part of the punishment. So they playing around with America, man. Big, and they know that once they attack Israel, they know big brother, big sister, America gonna come in and save, and well, so-called save the day, but as we know and it is written, America's gonna be totally destroyed, man. And all of their allies are going to all of their allies are going to turn against them, like the scriptures say. You know, they shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. And how is that fire going to come about? ICBM, thermonuclear missile.
That's right,
man. You know.
It said, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
That's right. So, hey, they're turning their different, you know, what's the word I'm trying to find? Basically, they're turning their monies, all right, their capital. That's the better word. They're turning their capital and turning it towards warfare, man. Okay, buying missiles, upgrading their missiles. Okay, that's the whole race for power, because every powerful nation think that they have next up, okay, and they think that this World War III would essentially, if the Lord didn't come back, and whoever was the winner of the World War III, that's who basically is going to be the next superpower of the earth, okay. And China think they got next. Russia think they got next. Okay, Germany. All right, all of these and what's that's gonna culminate to, man? That's gonna culminate to thermonuclear fire, man.
Babylon the Great think they gonna win the
fifth
championship
in a row.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Peat.
Yeah, you know, Babylon the Great think they gonna win again. You know,
Yep.
all these nations think after this third World War, they're going to reign supreme.
Yeah.
And the Lord got his prophets on the highways and byways. That's why it says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles.
Yep.
Telling the people that no, after this war, Yahweh Shai is going to be king, man.
That's right.
This is going to be Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai kingdom.
That's right,
The
bro.
Israelites are going to rule.
Yep.
All right.
For sure. Yep. Perfectly said, man. All right. That's it on that.
Verse 11. Assemble. Just let me know you want that.
Okay.
Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither.
Yep.
Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh.
That's right. So, hey, the Lord is basically getting all of these countries, okay, and basically the central hub, all right, you know, as far as like the war and stuff, is gonna be over there in the Middle East.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yep. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's right. So let the heathen be wakened. The Lord is invoking certain war spirits in these other nations to all come together. All right, and man, the Lord is the ultimate chess player, man.
Yep.
All right, He's baiting everybody in a certain spot, just so He can drop. You know what I'm saying? Just kill their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Yeah, the Lord don't want to have Yahweh Shai and the angels go to this land,
right?
Destroy it. Go to this land, beat this nation.
Yeah.
Go to this land, beat this nation.
They hiding away. No.
Yeah. Go.
It's gonna be a big lump of y'all in the same spot.
Put everybody, all the nations, all the heathen in one area. All right, and reign supreme, man. Destroy it.
Yeah, right.
That's Jake, man.
Jake, yeah.
Jake gonna
ain't trying to
go slide on everybody,
right.
Neighborhood, go to this neighborhood, this neighborhood. I'm waiting all y'all
together at the party. I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker. I'm gonna spray that motherfucker up. I know I'm gonna hit a couple of y'all. Your man's been talking shit too.
All right, we get all y'all together.
Get all y'all together and just.
It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
That's right. So the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, you know, that's English, but Yahweh Shaphat.
That's right, bro.
Okay, which is the Lord, Yahweh, that's his name. Okay, and we might be getting some inclement weather. We might have to close it out if it starts raining. The rain just came out of nowhere.
It was hot as hell.
It was hot.
If we do, bro, we'll finish in the car, bro.
We can finish in the car.
But it might hold it for another hour. We'll see.
Yeah. But I
got you. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great.
That's right. So, hey, wine press, you know, that's symbolic for, you know, all the bloodshed that Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is going to bring, man. It said, Yahweh Shai said he's stained his raiment, man. All right, which is symbolic for, you know, it's the blood gonna come up to a horse's bridle, man. You know how much bloodshed that is, man. How high a horse's bridle is, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord is not playing. All right.
And it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. So this is the time. All right, that's what that means. This harvest is right. It's ready for the plucking. All right. When you're dealing with harvest and cultivating and all that, it's a certain time you gotta pick the fruits or whatever.
Yep.
You know, I don't really know too much about it, but now is the time because why? Wickedness has reached into the heavens. Okay, the Israelites have this word has been preached throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay,
Yep.
this precept of that is Revelation 14 and 15. And another angel came out the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
That's right. And I got a scripture just to back the brother up.
Okay.
This is Matthew 13 and 38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. So there you go. The Lord likens the whole world as a field. Okay, and like brother was going into, there's certain times of harvest. All right, you gotta sit there and nurture it, let it grow, trim. You know what I'm saying? Water it again. You gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get ample sun, all that, and then you can be able to enjoy whatever, a tomato or whatever plant. You know, but hey, through these thousands of years, that's what's been going on, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? The Lord has been watering that, you know what I'm saying, getting everything ready, and now it's time for harvest, man.
Harvest
all right,
time.
hey, it said a sickle when you like, hey, and that's that's the spirit, because they call Yahweh the Grim Reaper. Like his one of his nicknames is the Grim Reaper. You know what I'm saying? And what the Grim Reaper got? A sickle. And what you use a sickle for when you like corn and shit, like to feel you, and it just cuts everything, you know what I'm saying, and then you can pick it up and do what you want with it. Right? Hey, and that's what the Lord gonna do. The Lord gonna come back.
Yeah, that goes to show you that this book is written in metaphors and parables, the water, and parables, man.
Yep.
And you gotta have the Rakakodash, the Holy Spirit, to have the understanding of these scriptures, man, to be able to go precept upon precept. How we just put those 3 precepts, all right?
Right.
Beautifully explains it, man.
Yep.
With that
Without
said,
a shadow of a doubt, Matthew 13 and 38. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, bring that back, because it tells you who the harvest is and who the reaper is, man.
And that's the angels. The angels coming back, and we can't forget about the angels, man.
Yep,
the angels coming back on them spaceships, from slave ships to spaceships. You know, they coming with that concentrated fire, okay, which is equal, or I think it's it's definitely way more powerful than a man-made missile.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But that's straight energy from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, boom. And the Lord does things so dramatic. He didn't even he could have just had the angels come back and just wreck shit. He had it set up to where he created the smith. To blow up the coals, you know what I'm saying? The waster to destroy it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to use missiles.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro, that you said that, because the Lord didn't have to have a World War III for him to send Yahushua and the angels back. He could have just had them pull up. But nah, the Lord wanted that movie, man.
He wanted that movie. He wanted to be spectacular, because he could have just easily just, go ahead,
man. Go ahead, man. Destroy this shit.
This gonna be a movie, man. This gonna, you know.
Yeah, the Lord loves to show his powers. That's right. And people think that these other nations are powerful. People think people are powerful. All right. People think that these other nations are powerful and people are powerful, and not giving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua his glory. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua want his glory, so he gonna show you, he gonna take out all these great nations, man.
That's right.
Will have many crowns upon his head.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. That's beautifully said, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, one more time.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Matthew 13 and 38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. So the good seed are the elect. Okay. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. Okay. And that goes twofold, because you got Esau. Goddamn, you got non-Israelites that look like Israelites, because you know they daddy you know what I'm saying? And then you also the tares of the children of the wicked one, that go for the 2/3 too, man. Because they what did Yahushua say when he was cussing out the scribes and Pharisees and the Israelites? He said, you are your father the devil. You know what I'm saying? That was talking about Israelites. He was addressing Israelites. I mean, we in times past we used it for, you know. I mean, that's
twofold.
Exactly. The scriptures are
multifold. Yeah, more than two. Sometimes.
The field is the world. Matthew 13:38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels.
Yeah, see, that harvest is right, man.
Yep.
That harvest is what? The end of the world, man.
Right.
And we are at the end of this world, man. This age, this eon.
Yep.
This
Uninterrupted rule.
Yep.
Eon.
This age of Esau Edom, all right, being in rulership, man.
Yeah. And look what he's done to the earth. Look what he's done to the people, the animals. Okay, we got to get him up out of here, man. Yahweh Shah got to get him up out of here because it's like getting progressively worse, man. Like worse. It's like I can't even imagine 5 more years in this place, man. 10. I can't, man. Especially with brothers with kids, man. It's like, man, they're trying to corrupt our kids, and oh man, like you could try to do something to me, but then you gonna try to do something to my defenseless child, man. It's up, man. Matthew 24.
Okay.
Oh, that's some good breeze right there. Ooh, you sweat right there.
Yeah, bro.
I know it's hot.
Yeah, like the brother said, man, the harvest is right, man. This place, Babylon the Great, man, is so out of order, man.
So out of order,
Hey,
man.
people hate their lives, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. Hey, Esau complaining, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing good, man.
Nobody.
Except for the super elite or whatever.
Nobody's doing good.
And those puppets that's under the elite.
Yeah.
The ones that they put out there to train your mind to want this and want that. All right.
But when you look at it, though, it's all set up like that because we are in a place of punishment.
Yep.
All right, Babylon the Great is not supposed to be, we're not supposed to be up over here.
Yep,
but then the thing is, it's reaching everybody now.
Yep.
It's just not reaching the people of the curse.
Yep.
All right, it's reaching, he supposed to be up for real.
Yep.
All right, y'all, them bankers, they can afford to give every so-called white man or white person $1 million, dog.
Yep.
And that's just bare, like, that's just the low ball.
Yep.
They can get each one $1 million, man, but nah, they keeping all that shit for themselves, man. And if you ain't they bloodline, you white trash. Like, you gotta be related to, you gotta be of the bloodline. All right. So yeah, everybody's struggling over here, man.
Where you want me to start? Top?
Yep, the Tanakh.
All right. This Matthew 24:1, and Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? It says, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
That's right. So the disciples, okay, and various other Israelites always was looking for the end of the world, man. Okay, the end of the world to a lot of people is scary because when you don't have the Ruach HaKodesh to understand, what the end of the world brings, all right, to the Israelites. The end of it'll sound scary, like because I was at one of my older jobs that I worked there, man. I was just joking because I don't like tell the truth to people. I mean, well, I don't force the truth down people's throat. If it's an inspiration or they ask a question, I'll be like, all right, I'll break you off a little something. But I told one Jake, this younger Jake, I said, man, the world about to end. And he was like, and I was just playing, and he was like, oh man, hey man, don't say that, bro. It sounds scary. And then after I said that next week that show on Netflix came out, the end of the what is it? Leave the World Behind.
Yeah, Leave the World Behind.
He was like, bro, you just said the world's gonna end, and then that movie came out, bro. What the hell? And I was just like, man, it was just a lucky guess. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jake's so simple, man. Like I was like, man, it's just a lucky guess. Don't read too much of that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the end of the world is scary. It's supposed to be scary to the ones that it ain't for. If you eat, you don't want the end of the world to come because that means what? Slavery. The end of your world is the beginning of ours.
That's right, bro.
All right, The world's not gonna stop. The Lord said, the earth abided forever.
Right.
So what? If people think it's gonna be like an ice age, another ice age or some shit like that, man. Lord, I mean, it wasn't no ice age, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Keep on that, bro.
God. Verse Matthew.
Yeah, what, 25?
Matthew 24:4, and Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Yeah.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
That's right. So, hey, you got a whole bunch of false prophets. Okay, you even got, and because you know, like the scriptures say that. I mean, like me and the brother said, hey, the scriptures are multifold.
Yeah.
All right, that applies to what people actually saying they the Messiah.
Yeah.
Okay, that applies to you know, these different religions saying that, you know what I'm saying. That applies to goddamn Muhammad.
Yep.
The prophet Muhammad,
Yep.
with these fake religions and stuff like that, and these you know, hey, so the Lord say, don't be deceived, man. All right,
applies to JC, who most of the world believe is the Messiah, man.
Yep.
So-called Jesus Christ, man.
Right.
That's another Messiah.
Right. And through the Spirit, brothers been saying they might do Project Bluebeam, and have a big saturated in the sky, and Jake gonna run to it and go, oh man, bro, and brothers gonna be laughing.
We gonna cuss that shit out. What the fuck, man?
Stop shooting.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Brothers gonna start throwing curses at that shit, man. You know, Shalom Rayam to that thing, man.
Yep. And that very well might happen. I mean, we speaking as men. We don't know how the Lord gonna do it, but through the Spirit, brothers think something like that's gonna happen.
It says, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Yeah. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
That's right. And he basically, when you go into Matthew, the 24th chapter, especially, the Lord has he's bouncing back from different time frames. Right. He's bouncing back he's going from the end of the world, like where we're at right now, and he's also going into 70 AD, the siege of Jerusalem. So, you know, but right here, in this instance, all right, he's going to, and that's how you gotta have the Rakakudash, because you can easily get tripped up, because the Lord, he'll go back and forth, talk about this for a little bit, and go right back to the other one, and then it fits in the same context, and then you're like, you know what I'm saying?
And how you confused if you don't have the Rakakudash. That's
right.
And first and foremost, you gotta have the Rakakudash, the Holy Spirit, and you have to have the correct preachers, man.
Teachers,
That's why the Lord said, I will send you preachers according to my heart. All right, and if you got the wrong preachers teaching you, and you don't got the Rakakudash, you're gonna be all discombobulated. And then you're gonna fall out, man. You ain't gonna believe no more.
Yeah, it'd be worse. You're gonna be apostate. And that first that last estate is worse than the first, man. Because them 7 demons come in, hey, that shit.
Yeah, that's why Jake be falling out, man. And not saying brothers can't, you know, Lord willing, we stay in this thing to the end, but that faith get low. That belief, that core thing that they need. Jake think they know because they so smart, know how to remember hella precepts. But that faith is that core, man.
Right.
You gonna believe it? Do you believe these things gonna happen?
Yeah.
That's gonna keep you pushing, no matter what's going on in your personal life, man.
That's right.
You're gonna keep rolling.
Yep.
You know?
And that's beautifully said, because pride can sneak in, man. We done seen, like the brother said, you know, you got certain guys that come in here, they book smart, they got a great memory, speak well, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that, but then they fall out because that pride get to them, man. All right, we got many examples. You know, the apostles talk about like Element, and you know what I'm saying. Like he had it, man. You know what I'm saying? Great teacher, speaker, all that. Bam, bam, bam. Right under the apostles. You know what I'm saying? With it, you know, he's forcing himself right under them. But you know, and look, he fizzled out, man. His damn name on there, his handle on YouTube is some stupid shit.
Still be on the tube.
Yeah, I ain't seen him in a while, but it's called Grumpy Knuckles or something like that. Grumpy, some stupid shit. He looked bugged out. Hey, you gotta take, man, like the brother said, man, you gotta that faith.
Yep.
That core, you gotta always go back to that core, man.
Yep.
You might miss a day or
Yep.
two, not doing a vid.
Yep.
You might not, because a righteous man follows 7 times.
That's right, bro.
But
That's
get
right.
it back up.
Yep. That's
You
right.
know, so hey, you gotta dust yourself off and don't let your sins weigh you down.
That's right,
Don't let your shortcomings weigh you down and just get you demoralized. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
To you like, you know what? Nah, man, I'm catching hell
Just
for
give
no
up, man.
reason. I'm
Yeah.
just about to just go back
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Especially you've been in this thing for a couple years, man.
Yeah.
You've been in this thing 5-6 years.
It get hard, man.
You like, man,
that bitter.
that bitterness.
Yeah.
You like, man, suffering, woo.
Mm-hmm.
But you like brother saying, you gotta still believe that these things are coming, man.
That's right. That's
You
right.
gotta still, and then you gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
So when you see these things on the news, you see this thing, it constantly boosts you up,
That's
man.
right. That's
I already
right.
think it's going down, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
The scriptures are comforting, man.
Yep.
All right.
Comforted.
Yep.
Yep. Verse 7, Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation,
Mm-hmm.
and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right. So that's what's happening right now. These
Yep.
nations, they're rising against each other, man.
Yep.
Okay. You know, like I said, I'm gonna do a lesson on it. The Iran and the small hatters, man.
Yep.
Okay, you gotta watch what you say, man. You can't
Yep.
even say,
Yep.
damn. But anyway,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And that's just so interesting to me because,
Yep.
like, you know, through the spirit, I've always been interested in what Persia gonna do, what Iran gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been interested ever since I got into this thing, and hey, it's coming to fruition, man.
Yep.
Through the
That's right.
spirit of Papa How about Shem Yahushua.
Yep. It says, and kingdom shall rise against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
And we got all that, man.
Yep.
We got all that.
Yep.
You know, and a famine is coming, man.
That's right.
Not
bro.
only a famine of hearing this word,
Yep.
but a famine of bread also.
That's right, bro.
Okay, and a lot of y'all people are gluttonous. Y'all,
Yep.
even brothers. I mean, you know, it's all up to with your relationship with the Lord. But brothers, at least one day out the year we gonna fast.
Yep.
At least one day.
Yep.
No
Yep.
food, no. Y'all don't even know what y'all can't even begin to fast, and y'all miss one meal.
Yep.
That stomach start.
Yep. Yep.
Cause y'all so gluttonous, man,
So
full of
gluttonous,
parasites,
man. Yep.
full of worms and
Yep.
shit. You
Yep.
gonna and then them worms, cause a lot of people right now walking around with parasites, man. They don't know that the parasites really play on your mind, and they tell you like, oh, eat this, eat that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then you just gorge yourself, and then the whole time you feeding the parasite, you ain't even getting full. But
Yeah,
anyway,
regular people couldn't hang with brothers. Brothers would be
Hell
together 9 hours and eat once.
eat one.
Like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all right, bro, come on, let's grub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Jake.
Just to hit that liquor.
Yeah.
Jake on Jake now.
Okay,
Okay, gotta put some on the stomach.
Yeah.
Brother didn't even say it. Brother will be like, oh, let me.
Good, man. But yeah, it says, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
That's right, and these are the beginning of sorrows. And Yahushua was getting into it. He was basically going through the sequences of what was going to happen in the future, man.
Yeah.
And right now, we are in the best position possible, man, because, hey, Lord willing, we make it. Lord willing, we part of the elect. We're able to filter what's going on through the scriptures and know what's going on, and not be afraid of or not to be ignorant of the fact. Okay, you got people around here just don't know what's going on, man. Like, I ain't saying, because I ain't saying I'm a war or history, you know, but you got to know a little something, man. Like ignorance is like the Lord looks down on ignorance because there's no excuse. You got Google.
Oh, man.
Like you
got a computer in your pocket, man.
All right, y'all. We got some inclement weather. I think it's about to come down. We got some. So me and the brother gonna transition to the car. Yeah. So yeah. Let's Hey, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Shalom.
Shalom.